You guys asked for it. The time has finally come. Today I'm going to be talking about Amazon KDP. So I've put together a startup tutorial that will make Amazon KDP easy to start for anyone. Hi guys, my name is Phil and welcome to the Money Game YouTube channel. I make print-on-demand content to both motivate as well as to give tips and tricks on how you guys can improve your print-on-demand businesses. And for anyone that's new to the channel, I have a free print-on-demand starter guide down in the description that helped me make my first sales online. However, if you're someone that's looking to make print-on-demand more of a full-time thing, I also have a paid step-by-step course that will fast-track you to print-on-demand success that's linked down in the description. Nevertheless, we're currently trying to hit 10,000 subscribers before the end of 2020. I can't do it without your help. So if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bells to ensure that you become a member of the TMG community. And if you're thinking, why would I want to be a member? Well, there's people here on YouTube I see on the comments that are getting sales from these videos. And we also have a free to join private Facebook group where people are getting sales over on there as well. If you want to join, the link is down below. Anyways, today I'm going to be bringing you Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing made easy. And this is something that I struggled to start with. It was a pain to understand how things work, where to find the tools you need to use to make everything easy. But luckily for you guys, I've got everything you need to get started in today's video. With that said, I won't take too much of your time. Let's jump straight onto my PC and walk you through the process. Right guys, I've jumped onto my PC and the first thing I'm going to show you is how to create an account. If you're someone who doesn't have a KDP account, all you want to do is go and sign up and then create an account. Now, if you already have an Amazon account that you use to buy things or just an Amazon account in general, you can use that to create your account, as it will actually make things a lot easier going through the process. Now, once you've gone through this stage and your account is pretty much good to go, you've then been met with a screen that looks like this one here. Now, for most people, when they get to this point, they get a little bit confused. They don't know what to do next. Now, as you can see here, there's one little box with a plus that says Kindle book and one little box with a plus that says paperback. Now, these two boxes are very important in regards of actually uploading your books. The Kindle ebook is pretty much the interior, so what will be inside the book, which I'll go on to talk about. And the paperback is the book cover, which I'll also talk about. I'm going to be showing you some free tools you can use to create these things and to actually get started with your KDP journey if you're someone who hasn't already started. Now on the screen, I've got an example of a book that we're going to be trying to create something similar to using these free tools. It's a simple book that just says, I'm a tutor, what's your superpower? Now this book is great. Hold on, just 1 second. Now, before I carry on with the video, I just want to say that when I'm talking about books, I'm talking about journals or notepads. These are books with low to no content inside them. So it's not like the normal book that you'd have with content on it. And the main reasons I'm covering these types of books is because they're the easiest to create and the easiest to get you guys started with KDP. Okay, Phil, take it away. Because if you was to recreate your own design of this, you could create a lot of different styles of design off this. So instead of I'm a tutor, what's your superpower, you could put I'm a mom, what's your superpower, I'm a dad, what's your superpower, and so on and so on. And I've actually pre-made a design that I'll be showing you guys very soon, so stay tuned for that. And actually looking at this, if we click on CO images, you see that there's the front of the book and then there's the back of the book. This barcode is something that Amazon actually adds on themselves, so you don't have to worry about the barcode. And here there's a little button that says look inside. When we click on this, you can see as we scroll through, there's a bunch of pages. Now, this is what most people don't actually know how to do. They don't know how to get these pages. They don't know how to create the front page. So hopefully within this video, I'll be able to show you how to effectively do that using tools that are completely free. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is to actually create the book cover. Now, the software that I've used to do that is a free online software that I've spoke about in my previous videos called Photopea. Amazon KDP works mainly through PDF related images, and as you can see there, Photopea does actually save PDF images. What you actually want to do when you're creating your book book cover before you actually use Photopea is you want to go to this book site called bookow.com. Their caption is painless print and ebook formatting, and to be fair, that's exactly what they do. They're very easy to use and convenient. You want to always make sure that the DPI is set on 300, as that's the base DPI settings to use. When you scroll down, you want to come to this little point here. So you see create space / KDP cover template generator. When you get to this point, you want to use the dimensions for the books you're going to be creating. So here we've got 6x9, which was inspired by the journal that I showed you at the start. As you can see here, it's 6x9. Pages wise, you can see this has got 110 pages. Going back to book OW, you can see my page count is 111 pages, mainly because I've got a front page as well. But anyways, what this site does is with these dimensions as well as the page count, it creates the perfect book cover for your book. And the page count allows this little middle bit here to pretty much to be thick enough to allow that amount of pages, which is really good because you don't have to worry about creating this from scratch. It just generates this for you. And if you want the template to then be sent to you, you make sure that PDF and PNG are selected. You put your email address here, click the tick on consent to email, and then just click email cover template, and they'll email it to you straight away. So once it's emailed to you and you download it, you get a zip file that kind of looks like this. It has the PNG file. It also has the PDF file. You just want to extract this information onto your desktop or onto a folder. And once you've extracted it onto your desktop or whatever folder you choose, you just then either drag it on or you open as a new project on that. But I'm just going to drag it on here, and it will look something like this. Now, the best thing about this is that when you're creating your book covers, you then know the perimeters of where you can and where you can't design. Here on this little yellow box that says barcode, you know you can't put anything there because it's going to be covered by the barcode. You know where most of the guidelines are. For example, this red bar on the outside, you can't put anything that actually overlaps that. Why? Because when you then upload your books onto KDP, this could lead to your books not being approved when they are actually checking them over before they are allowed to be published. After downloading this, you want to pretty much create your own templates. Now, I've already done this, so I'm going to open a Photopea file where I've pretty much done what I'm speaking about, and I'll talk you guys through that. You should be able to see it on the screen now. Now, this is a design that I already made, just as an example, that's linked to the cover that I showed you at the start. But before we get onto this design, I'm just going to hide this, and I'm going to hide the text, and we're going to open up everything so you can see the template that I just showed you once again. So as you can see here, you can see the base template. What I then did, I then just cut out the information in the middle here and cut out the information where the white bits are, which left me with the template that looks like this. Now, once I had this template, I was then able to just put my colored background behind it, which you should be able to see. It's come off, but as you can see there, I've just got a normal black background. And once I had my black background, knowing the perimeters that I can create my design in, I then created my design that says, I'm a teacher. What is your superpower? As you can see here. And once you've created the design, and once you know that it's within the perimeters, you can then take the outline off. And the outline is great because moving forward, you then always have it in regards of creating new designs. Now, as you can see here, I've gone with yellows, whites, on a black, which is different to the example that I showed you at the start in terms of the what's your superpower design is, but the way I've presented my design is different. So if you're someone that's looking to create low or no content book covers or journals on Amazon KDP, this is what I would recommend for you guys to do. And back to Photopea. As you guys can see, this is the design that I would be saving, getting ready to actually upload onto the paperback slot. That cover I just showed you would pretty much go here on the little paperback slot. Now, going onto the interior, which is the Kindle ebook section here, how to get this is very simple. It's very easy. You get it by going on a site called BookBoat, which you should be able to see here. It's completely free to use. You can become a member, but the free resources are more than enough in my opinion. What you want to do once you're here, you want to click resources, you want to click on interior wizard, and once you've clicked that, you see this screen. You just select interior wizard again here, and you'll be shown a lot of different templates. Now, a lot of them say members only, login, register, but as you can see, a lot of them also don't. So you could download any of these that aren't grayed out, and you can actually use them for your notebooks or your journals. For example, if you was to create a diary, you could go on this weekly planner, you could download that, and you can create maybe 2021 diary and use this as the template of the contents that would be inside the diary. It's that simple to use. And when you're creating a design, especially if you want it to look like the example that I showed you earlier on, the dimensions that I went with were 6x9. So you make sure that you select 6x9, you click bleed here, and then once you've done that on the page count, you put 110. Now, I've already showed you that I selected 111 before, but that's because when we create the front cover, so the front page for the journal, there's another step to that which I'll go on. And once you have everything selected, like you can see here, you make sure you have the correct thing selected. In this instance, we're going with journal. Make sure that the dimensions are right. Once again, 6x9, 110 pages. You click download. Once you click download, it will take you to this page, and all you need to do is just click the little download arrow. I don't think you can see it on the screen there. Let me just move this across, but you'd see the download arrow like this, and you just click that. And yeah, as you can see here, there's 110 pages, but there's no front cover like you saw earlier on. It's just 110 pages. So what we would be wanting to create now is the front cover, something that looks a little bit like this, as it says this journal belongs to, and then obviously you have the pages after that. Now to do that, it's fairly simple. You go back to Photopea, you'd open a new project, and once you open a new project, here you make sure you change this to inches, and you just put 6x9. So the width is 6, the height is 9. You can change the DPI to 300 if you really want to, and then you can just create a page. And once this is created and you put your design on it, it would come out looking maybe something like this, like you can see on the screen. Once you have everything looking how you'd want it to look, for example, this is my front cover. I created it by just adding text, and below the text, I just click dash a few times to create the spacing for where people can write, and I just put a box around it. It's literally a square that's behind it. And yeah, once this is done, you want to make sure that you're saving this as a PDF. And once it's saved as a PDF, you then go on to the next stage to actually add this onto your other 110 pages you've already downloaded. Now to do that, the website you use is called ilovepdf.com, which is what you can currently see on the screen here. And once you're at this point, you should have 2 PDF pages ready. So one that says this journal belongs to, and another one that has 110 journal pages. And once you have those 2 files, you come on here, you select the 2 files, and you want to always make sure that the front image, or what will be at the front, is at the start. Otherwise you merge it incorrectly, it will end up at the bottom of the page, which is what you don't want. So yeah, you want to always make sure that this is at the front. Once that's done, you click merge PDFs. Once they're merged, you just download just like that. It's fairly simple, and I'll just open up the finished up file. As you can see here, we've now got 111 pages instead of 110 pages, and when we scroll down, the rest of the other pages are there. And at this point, you can then come back to Amazon KDP. You can then add that PDF file. And then once that's done, you end up with 2 PDFs. You have the book cover, which from the dimensions is perfect and is ready to be applied onto the paperback slot. Once you've uploaded those PDF files into the correct slots, you then be taken onto this page for the ebook slot or the interior slot. And you just have to go through filling in this information, and you do exactly the same on the paperback slot. Now, if you want me to make a part 2 to this video, a continuation, make sure to drop a like on this video, as that would be very much appreciated. And I'll try to show you how you can go through this point as easily and as effective as possible in regards of actually using Amazon KDP. But to be honest with you guys, the actual hardest part of KDP is finding the interiors, creating the book covers. So once you learn how to do that, and once you get past that point and you understand and apply the things that I've spoke about in this video, you'll pretty much be good to go. The rest is nowhere near as hard as the first part. Anyways, with that said, I'm going to jump back to the camera and we'll finish off there. Woo! If you've made it all the way to this point of the video, 1, you're amazing. 2, thank you very much for actually taking out some time to invest in your own knowledge, to learn something new. Nevertheless, for anyone who's made it to this point of the video, comment down in the comment section below, I am starting Amazon KDP today. Because with the information that I've given you, besides the fact that it's completely free, you now have no excuses to not start Amazon KDP. Q4, which is the final quarter of the year, is around the corner. So you want to get designing. Amazon has an approval process that could cause your designs to take a bit of time to be approved. So you definitely want to start now. Nevertheless, thanks again for watching. Always remember that everything is rigged in your favor, and manifest success.